Maybe.
I kind of want to play.
I'm only good at Soul Calibur 2.
I will never let you win in Soul Calibur.
I just like the staff grab and then like just flip him over to the edge.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, push me to
Astaroth has some
Astaroth like just...
Push me to the edge. I'm not friends with them. Push me.
Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
It's another episode of the weekly DLC. I'm catching you guys off guard. If you're not familiar with us, we come to you every week, sit around this table. We have conversations about a variety of topics.
How many times a week?
Once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
Because weekly DLC.
You said multiple times a week.
We get so excited. We break chairs.
We break
Hey, you have evidence now recorded. You shouldn't have said anything about it.
You don't know what chair I'm talking about.
Hey, we're recording?
Yeah.
I think we were recording it.
He's excited because we have our guest back.
Video evidence of where we're at.
Keith, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You're now, I think, up there with like one of our highest recurring guests.
The two-time club.
Oh yeah. You're two-time. Jay's.
Yeah, Jay's
2.
And
Roberto.
Yeah.
Is he 2 or 3?
2.
I think
Roberto's 2.
I thought he was 3 because he did a special too.
I mean, it was the same.
It's
day.
a technicality.
I'm gonna be like.
You're about to hit 3 too. The reason you're doing this with us, we're gonna do a spoiler cast after this. Of Ready Player One, the movie that just came out. We've all seen it.
He'll be the 310.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, going around the room, I'm one of your hosts, Karosh, joined always by
One of your hosts, Daniel.
And the other,
Jean.
And Daniel
Jean.
And, yes, Keith.
I'm sorry, Keith.
Yeah,
Who are you?
yeah.
When did you come in? When did you get
It's like just show up.
Before we get started, how you guys been?
I've been busy. Busy at work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
Anything else?
I haven't watched anything. What did I watch? I mean, of course, we watched Ready Player One.
Which we'll talk about.
Whoa. What else?
Some weird static going on.
A lot of static.
Yeah. It's some weird new ones. It's like bzz, bzz.
This is trying to be, you know,
The DJ.
a DJ.
Yeah.
Gone?
It's entertainment for the YouTube. It's
Well,
tiny. It's
they
like
don't see it. They don't hear it.
they don't hear it, but I'm saying me trying to like figure this shit out is entertaining. The audio listeners are.
Is it still there?
All right, bear with us, people.
It's still there?
It comes and goes. It's little. It's like occasional like bzz, bzz.
Bumblebee tuna.
I don't know how to fix it.
It's Wasbinator.
Alright,
Man, we've been busy. Talk to us.
yeah, Ready Player One. What else? I mean, that's it. I mean, again, just the stream. I mean, it was lit on Tuesday, man. Holy shit. I had like 12 people watching me.
That's awesome,
I
dude.
couldn't keep up with people talking to me. I was like, I can't talk to every single one of you.
Next stop, Ninja.
And then the next day, I was just dead again.
You gotta
I mean, I had 3 like from like the people that came in the previous on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Came in on Wednesday to watch me again, so that was cool. And they stayed. I mean, it wasn't like, but it wasn't as lit as it was on Tuesday.
Okay. Keith, what about you?
I've been working on cosplay.
Yeah?
There's new conventions coming up.
Into the mic.
Oh. More conventions coming up, so like working on stuff. New costumes
You can
that
move
I
it.
probably have.
To that way, because you keep on
Well, if you want to angle it, go for it.
But yeah, like that's pretty much what's keeping me busy.
Yeah, you had some awesome cosplays at WonderCon. I know that much.
What's the next convention?
Next one is actually this Saturday.
Whoa.
It's CoastCon. It's like a smaller convention. Like,
Okay. I know next week, I don't know if it's really a convention, but it's more of like a cosplayers show up. Mission Viejo has a con.
The library, right?
Yeah, the library. And so they're going to have artists and writers out front, sort of like a local community thing, but could be a cool thing.
So yeah, like throwing stuff together and hopefully finishing it.
Yeah, nice. Is it all My Hero Academia or other things?
No,
or?
the next one is gonna be from the Tales series. So.
Okay.
And I'm still working on the Surge cosplay.
Tall
From
series?
No,
Tales of
Sorceria?
No, this is gonna be Tales of Zevia.
Oh.
Okay. Not familiar too much with it.
I'm ready to the fall because it's already on the edge.
But yeah, like that's pretty much what's keeping me busy these days.
Cool. Jay?
No, Jean.
Jean. Same old same. I went to the Ready Player One maze
Oh, okay.
that Keith went to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you wait in line and
And then you wait more in line.
it was. You know what's cool about it is when you go into the Oasis. There's a scene where it's like a LCD wall, and then
It does the
it
scene.
does the
does the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Same thing as you put in the goggles, and then you go into this room and you see Beetlejuice and like Harley Quinn and Care Bears dancing.
They got like the people from Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even kidding. It's
Really?
like the people from Hollywood. You know, like
Like
how
on the street?
they're like people characters in the street. Because the one time I went there, it had like the weird Hello Kitty in there.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, on those
The
streets.
people on the
The
strip
characters.
Yeah.
that wear the cheesy ass
Yeah.
costumes. Holy shit.
Care Bear
They
was
get paid?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Works
they
out for
probably did.
everyone.
That's funny.
I went to. I also went to the Legion experience in. It was in LA as well.
And worse
It was
was
For the premiere?
It was pretty bad. No, it was like a weird like. It's kind of like a maze, but it's a room. And you go inside this room and you see this like very psychedelic like thing of his mind. Is his name David?
Yeah.
David's mind, and then it was really hot.
I have one question. Was the fat, creepy yellow guy in there?
No, but we were
Thank
talking.
God.
We were talking. The people that were working there, we were talking about it. I was like, yeah, you gotta watch like the villain, because I went with a friend and the person never saw the show. I was like, yeah, this creepy.
Manny?
Yeah, the Shadow King is fucking.
You've seen
Sure.
Legion?
Yeah, I've seen first season.
You
Uh,
have?
nope.
Have you seen Legion?
Have not, but familiar with the characters.
Okay,
So
okay.
I know like the fat.
The lore, yeah.
The
Yeah.
fat.
The way they
Yeah.
portray him in season one, it's just like every time you let your guard down, and it's just like a regular scene. Like right now, he would just be like out of the corner of that window,
waving to
just
you.
like a little. No, not even just like,
just kidding.
just like this creepy yellow face. It's so unnerving.
It was weird, and also that little boy.
Yeah, with the head.
Just come.
Was he in the thing?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
It was weird. I don't know. It was stupid. It was funny because there's a guy doing a survey, and then I guess people were nice, and they're like saying, "Oh yeah, it's cool." And then when he came to us, it's like, "What do you think of the experience?" "Oh, that's all right." And then he's like, "Oh, honest answer, I love it."
Like, he knows already. He's like,
"No,
these bullshit people.
yeah, because
telling us
people-
yes.
He's like, "I'm sick and tired of hearing the same answers." He's like, that was an honest answer. I was like, "It was hot. It was I don't know. There was no point, like."
If no one gives them the feedback, how
Well,
are they gonna improve on
I
it?
don't know. I feel like going to different places, you kind of just get a feel for it, and you're not like. But being there for the first time, someone's asking you your trip, they're like, "Yeah, it's really cool, really cool." But yeah, once you've been there so many times, like to different events or conventions and stuff, you're just like, same shit.
There was
Different day.
no line for it. It was
Okay.
you
Legion
just go up,
or
right?
RPO?
The RPO was like a 2-hour wait for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Told you, don't go on the weekend.
Oh my
It
god.
was a 2
You went on a weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, didn't do too much in games. I did some Pokemon related stuff as you get Snorlax over there adjusted. I know you don't like Snorlax, it's fine. But they recently did the whole like quest system in the game, where there's an actual I would say like a campaign or like a mission to go along, and at the end of it, you're led to believe that you can get Mew finally, which is like the last one that hasn't been available from the original 151, and I got my Mew. So,
You're led to believe you can't get Mew.
well, I'm saying like you're led to believe that in this research you should be able to get Mew at like when you start it, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I think this is for Mew, like to get him.
And then everyone just finds him under traps.
And then you go and then the quest like it's like staged like out of 8 stages,
Mm-hmm.
and after the 7th stage you're like you've been rewarded with an encounter with Mew,
And
then
that's the only encounter you get.
Yeah.
So if you don't catch him,
they make sure you can catch him. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so it
100%.
was like 100% chance.
It goes to a screen and he goes predator mode essentially. He's like, because the professor's like, hey, I've been gone for a year. I'm back, but I have some important research I need you to do. So there's a creature, I think his name is like, we believe it's elusive, it's mythical out there. We're gonna start looking at certain things. So he's like, go catch a few basic Pokemon, spin a few Pokestuff. Then later on, he's like, we're led to believe he might be able to transform. So go catch a Ditto. And I'm like, fuck me. Like that was the hardest part because they recently really cracked down on like bots and like things that would let you find out where gyms were and where Pokemon
So you
were.
couldn't find it.
So people were like lost these tracking services. It's been down for a few weeks now. And for Pokemon I understand, but for gyms it makes it hard for like when you're trying to raid with a group, it makes it hard to coordinate.
Yeah.
Like you now have to be like, okay, what's nearby? Ah shit, that one no, we can't do it. Okay. But anyway, going back to the Ditto, you now no longer know where a Ditto is, so it's just sort of like you go out on your own luck, or people will, like in the Discord channels, will be like, hey, literally just saw a Ditto, it's this Pokemon near this stop, and that was the best way of like doing it.
Yeah.
I got lucky, that's how I got it. And another stage of it later was like, evolve a Magikarp. And Magikarp takes like 400 candy, so a lot of people were like, I just evolved one a week ago, fuck! And it doesn't count, and yeah, they didn't know where that would be one of the things. I had not touched my Magikarp, and I was like 2 candy away, so I was like, alright, I'm good.
Nice.
And then yeah, you face him, he's like transparent, because he's like trying to hide and stuff, but if the Pokeball hits him, he shows up for a second, and then you catch him, but you have to do it in like the AR mode, and then you get infinite Pokeballs. Like there's no, like I dropped like 8 of them just to see what would happen.
That's a huge risk.
I'd seen enough things where people were
He
like,
ran away.
no, the thing is I wanted a cool photo, and he was invisible the whole time, and I'm like, I want him to like, if I throw a few, will he just finally like show up like easy mode or something? Because I knew there's only way to get out of this encounter, even when you get out his run, and it'll be like, do you want to go back to the encounter? So it's like guarantee you'll get it. So I got it. A lot of my friends and coworkers are like near the last stages now. And then I have 2 Mewtwo raids this coming weekend.
And you can't do one.
I got them both covered.
Son of a bitch.
I have a friend in the Irvine area taking care of me for...
free dinner, and now you get 2 extra Mewtwo's.
This is not going to be like my 7th. It's cool. Like each one has a memory to it. Like this one, I know I won't be there to catch him, but I remember it was at the WonderCon. I remember I was with my coworkers and a couple of friends from Irvine, and we all did the raid together, and so it reminds me of WonderCon.
Did everyone get that?
Yeah.
Can they all do it?
They all have the same way to get someone to do it for them, which is another coworker, which I'm very thankful for this person.
He's taking like 6 notes.
Well, she's like, I'm going to be in downtown Disney anyway.
Nice.
And she's like, yeah, if you guys just cover my parking, I'm good.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so we're like, yeah, more than happy to cover your parking.
$22, easy.
Yeah. So there's that. And the other thing besides Pokemon I did was watch Tomb Raider and watched Ready Player One.
RPO.
Tomb Raider I could talk about. I didn't have high expectations. It was an action movie. It was fun. For a video game movie, it was pleasant. I know, Keith, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, it was like, if you played the game, it kind of follows the same storyline, but it was like still good enough to like just watch by itself.
It made me, like, I haven't played the game, but it made me want to play the game. So that was kind of cool. But Walter Goggins is in it, and I thought he underperformed. Like, he's normally very charismatic and like off the wall. And his character's like, I'm stuck on this island. I have to get this job done in order to get off of it. And I would have expected him to just be like losing his mind. He's been stuck there for like 5+ years. But he was just like, I'm over this. Like, fuck. Come on.
I mean, you don't know how you'll be when you're second line.
I know. I mean, Lost. Have you seen Lost?
I have not seen Lost, so I don't know.
Okay, then yeah, you really don't. I've seen what Lost does to people.
See, but they're not starved of human interaction.
One of them is.
Well, some of them want to go back to the island.
Yeah. Now we're getting into Lost conversation. Anyway, it was an alright movie. It was fun. I liked it. It had all the video game aspects to it. It's like, alright, here was the tutorial. Alright, here's the quest line. Here's, the actress played it well. And the last thing I gotta say is I finished Batman Telltale. And season 2, I should say. It is good. It is really, really good. There's like, I looked up what the other main path would have been. This whole season has been Batman Joker story, and they kind of retell it in a really different way. And I honestly have never seen this happen in the comics or anything. It's like Joker was some. Have you played?
Yeah, I played the first season. So
okay,
I know.
You know where it leads. Yeah, John Doe. He's just like a random no-name guy who's in this sane asylum, and he befriends Bruce Wayne by the end of it. And so he's like, I'll be seeing you around. And there's something you're like, you know it's going to be the Joker, but he's not the Joker yet. Over this season, he keeps running into Bruce Wayne. He's like, you're my best, like, you're my buddy. Like, and you could take advantage of it very obviously, or you could try to be sympathetic and be his friend and everything. And how you choose to go about things is interesting because it ends up being the catalyst for creating the Joker. It's sort of like your fault in a way. And like this last episode, non-Joker related, had me make some of the hardest decisions. I was excited about this episode, and then after the episode, it kind of like bummed me and Katie out. I was like,
Murder Batman.
No, it was the hardest decisions I've ever made with Batman. I was like, I can't. These are both like the two paths were like, I need season 3 to happen.
Be friends with Harvey Dent or Two-Face?
So how much of like season 1 actually passed through to season 2? I know like Telltale like has these things where your choices from the previous game actually go through if you have a save file.
A little bit. There's some relationship stuff with Selena Kyle that carries over because that becomes an element of it, and where you left things off with her kind of leads into her transition when she comes back in and the circumstances which she comes back in, and then also the memories that it's sort of like the emotional attachments you have. So with your relationship with Joker is going to be like more and more built on whatever you left off with him in the first one, and it just like amplifies it this one. But it's sort of like the starting point will take off from there. Outside of that, not too much.
Okay.
So if you've never played season 1, I think you could play season 2, but if you have played season 1, it adds more. Because like it's a slow progression. It's like Batman Begins, Dark Knight. This sort of has that sort of escalating vibe to it.
Yeah.
But really liked it. So with that, you guys want to get into topics?
Let's jump.
Okay.
We don't even know who's going first.
Who's on first?
Guest will
Who's
go
on
first.
second?
Our guest will go first.
Who's on first? Who?
All right. So I'll be going first.
One thing we've talked about the whole like news thing, one topic thing. We're gonna go back to doing everyone does their own topic, but what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna do a timer to kind of like put a parameter on each of the topics and kind of put us on and be like, all right, get your point outs that you want to get out.
Yeah,
So
take 20 minutes
I'm gonna set the timer. We're gonna do
20 minutes
20
on each person's topic, on each individual person for each individual topic. So 2, 4, 6. So that's about 60 minutes for one topic. 60 because we have 4 people now. So yeah. It's right
Okay.
Quick maths.
I'll do 15 minutes. Okay. Go for it.
All right.
What's your topic, Keith?
Since I'm the special guest, my topic is going to be top 3 special guest appearances of video game characters
Okay.
on other video games. And
So can you give me an example of what you mean? Because you mentioned sort of when we were talking before of crossovers games not working. Like, what would that be?
So crossover games would be like games like Smash Brothers because basically they're supposed to be crossovers already. Or like Project X Zone, where you actually have like characters from like all these different companies come in because they're
Like
supposed to be like that.
The project or the game implies there's already crossover, like Capcom versus Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
like-
All Stars.
That
Okay.
implies there's already a crossover.
Okay, cool.
So-
So we go around the room?
Yeah, I can start it.
Go for it.
So the first character I actually thought about here was Cloud, mainly because he's actually gone
In
to
what?
like several different games.
That's one of mine.
Not in a specific game.
Yeah, Cloud is a character, and then specific games he's been to. He's been to Smash, but
Fucking
more is like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh,
There's
he's
a-
been in that.
Yeah,
That's
he's
my
like
pick,
secret
yeah.
character in there. He's in Urgize, which is a
Oh,
fighting
right.
game
He is.
with Final Fantasy VII characters.
Oh, shit.
So that's why I was like, when I was like thinking of the topic, he was actually the first person who actually I thought about because he's been like popping up everywhere.
Okay.
And if you consider Kingdom Hearts, but
I was thinking,
Like,
that seems
that's
like a game
kinda
where it's
like
based
more
on
like a crossover game. So yeah, I'll go with Cloud first.
Okay. Mark?
I'll steal one of your guys' ideas probably. Geralt of Rivia and the new Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't steal mine, but that's a good one. That is a good one.
So yeah, I thought that was really neat. I'm probably gonna pick up that game.
Yeah?
I picked up.
Is this Soul Calibur 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4, 3, 2 was for GameCube, Xbox.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
All
the
right.
most recent fighting game I picked up was
Fighters?
Super Saiyan Fighters 3.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z.
I wanted to say Super Saiyan the whole time. I already forgot. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and so I feel like I need another one now to just freshen up on fighting again.
On a different style of fighting games?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mine, in no particular... Well, I'll say this one now just to get out of the way. 3 of us have played this game. The fourth one hasn't. I'm not going to say the character because I feel like it's a cool moment, but it's in Uncharted 4.
No. I kind of think I already know.
But I'm not going to say what the thing is. That's all I'll say. It was?
Literally mentioned that. I was like, is this working? He's like, yeah. I was like,
Did you say it in front of him?
Crash Bandicoot?
Did you already say it in front of him? Oh, okay, yeah.
I said in the car. We're all in the car.
Oh, I don't know. You guys have your own little podcast before the podcast.
Switch Hollywood. Let's go.
It was a cool little surprise. I was like, what? Yeah. I like that.
He picked mine. Cloud, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
Boom. I mean, special ability, he does his moves in the game.
Yeah.
Meteor and something slash, on the slash, he does.
Wait,
it's
in Final Fantasy Tactics.
In Final Fantasy Tactics, he does his moves.
So
this isn't one of the
the
original one, or is this
the original one? Yeah.
And the
PS1. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's really complicated to get him.
He has this whole
because you have to get flowers.
Yeah, for Arian.
The flower girl.
Yeah.
You have to give the flowers to someone.
This is in Final Fantasy VII when you get Vince.
Vincent,
Vincent.
he's optional, but you
there's
can't actually
a certain
get him.
way to get him.
He's not that good of a character.
Yeah, he's.
But
he's more
cool.
I have Cloud in my party.
You getting the fact that you have Cloud means what you went through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to you.
My next one would be Link.
From?
So he shows up.
Fucking cheater. Smash Brothers again.
No. He actually shows up in Mario RPG. He's sleeping in one of the beds there. Him and Samus actually.
I did not know that.
Or they're sleeping in a bed, and then with Link, he actually is another special character for Soul Calibur.
He is.
For the GameCube version of it.
He is.
God damn, dude, this fool.
He's combo
research this shit. I'm over here just on the fly coming up with shit.
That's a good one.
But yeah, that's my second one, Link.
Okay.
Alright, mine's a cheat one, but it's the closest thing.
Fucking cheater.
I consider it a cheat one because it's not a true Ryu in Monster Hunter World. And the reason why I chose him over, say, someone else who's in the game, Aloy, is because you actually get his moves too. You get the Hadouken and
Do you get his moves?
Shuriken. You gotta pay for them.
Yeah. My trademark move.
So why is this a cheat? I don't get it.
I don't truly believe that you're playing that character. It's like a skin. I mean, even though the skin looks exactly like the character, but
Okay.
I guess it's a cheat because it's a pay. If it came
For
naturally,
the Hadouken, it's paid.
If it came naturally with those skills, I would have been it's the character. But because you have to pay for it, a lot of people are gonna have the skin and not have the moves, so it's just not fair.
So who's Ryu without his moves?
Exactly.
All right. Well, my next one is a little bit of both yours. It is Link, and it is Monster Hunter. It's when they did the Link in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I love that crossover. And I kind of put it as also aside was Aloy. I figured both of those were great guest appearances in the franchise, and they worked in it. It's Sword and Shield works.
Yeah.
Bow and Arrow works so well. So those I kind of meshed. So you pick either one.
It's Monster Hunter, but Mega Man Cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Oh, he's coming back too.
Yeah.
8-bit.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
But the one thing I like about in the packs it used to be armor for the cat.
Yeah.
Now it's it's changing the whole look of your character and your cat. You're not getting just a costume.
Yeah.
You're getting a cosplay.
A trans.
I want to look like the OG Mega Man in Street Fighter versus Tekken. You guys don't
the
remember?
Man?
Oh, the big one.
Yeah.
We're still good.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
So my final one is actually not a video game character. It's gonna be Bruce Lee. in this
What?
UFC game.
Oh yeah.
What?
So there's a
UFC.
UFC game. I think it's the recent one that just came out last year.
Okay.
Bruce Lee is like a pre-order bonus, and you can actually play as Bruce Lee.
Oh,
So yeah, that's why I'm going with him. Like,
is it just OP like character?
not really OP.
No
but it's
grappling
like,
skills. all
hitting.
All strikes.
But yeah, they were like, oh yeah, he's like the OG like mixed martial artist since
Okay.
he kind of like mixed it in and then kind of made his own.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Well, nice. I mean, I'm stealing ideas because we talked about this Ninja Turtles and
Injustice?
Injustice, yeah. So
Did you actually have you played with them?
I haven't. No, because they're DLC, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, you can buy
I didn't know if you have Injustice.
Legendary
I didn't know.
edition.
I have the
now.
original Injustice. I don't have the second.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not weekly.
No, they're not. For me, it's again going back to fighting games. Soul Calibur 2. I grew up with an Xbox, so I played with Spawn a lot. Like him and his axe, pain in the fucking ass.
Get over here!
Yeah, I played. I had him a lot.
Which Link for GameCube and Spawn for Xbox is way better than Heihachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weak.
Yeah, I felt like they got the short end of the stick there.
PS4
But
or PS4.
they did get Kratos though. For
In the
PSP.
later one?
Yeah. Oh, the PSP version.
Oh, what? That would have been a good one for the PS. Man, all right.
So you picked Ninja Turtles, but I had two options if someone picked Ninja: Battletoads and Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and the newest one.
Killer Ultra.
They look scary in that version. Like straight up like the big mouth.
That model was used in Ready Player One. Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
Killer
that's the
Instinct?
one that
Killer
they were
Instinct
running, the
models.
Battletoads?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the same character model.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, my last crossover is every character in RPO. Done. Easy. I won.
Okay.
But that is specifically a crossover.
No, it's not. It's a movie about
Yeah, it is.
a game. Specifically.
The Oasis, where
The
everything is a
Oasis.
crossover.
No, nothing's a crossover. People just build their own characters inside that look like her.
Sure. Nice. We're doing good on time on that one.
Well, now add that 5 minutes to the next
To the
one.
next one.
No.
No. You set the clock. All right, next topic is you, Vargas.
And that was April.
Psych is not your topic. No, okay.
April
Good
Fool's.
time off. So I wanted to recently. April 1st came out.
It came out in
Came
the
out.
release.
Exactly, it was released recently. April Fool's passed
On
April
Sunday?
1st on Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Everything lined up.
And you cannot believe anything on the internet on this day.
Right.
And so there was a bunch of April foolishness, and I want to just talk about the funniest ones you saw.
This year? Or
Oh, the
It-
fun-
you
I
know,
thought you
this
just
is-
got. Oh.
No, it could be of like.
How you got fooled?
Or no, that's what I was gonna say.
That's
So
all.
this is the funniest, or ones that actually fooled you, or like you just truly was like, please let this be real. Please let this be real. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Okay.
Like, it's just be like something that you thought you hope it's true, it's funny. Just top 3 that you like.
Do you want me to start or you
And
start?
it doesn't have to be. Let me start, but I don't want to picture one. Okay, so one of them was Guerrilla Games came out with the Nil body pillow. Nil is the guy that Aloy learned how to. It's literally.
I didn't even see that.
So it's literally like the guy that you fight, and it's just him in a body pillow. It's
Oh my
like just
God.
sexy
Yeah,
pose. So I thought that was really really cool. Like,
Oh my god.
because that feels like not very much in the game.
No.
I mean, because you do quests with him, but other than that, that's it. So
He reminded me. His look reminded me of Rufio.
so just imagine for
Rufio.
people listening to the podcast.
Hey, you want some
imagine
bangarang?
Rufio, a sexy version, just saying batarang,
Banger.
bangarang.
Have you seen Hook?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
favorite one. One of my favorite.
Rufio.
I like one.
It's a classic. One of the ones I remembered was a year or 2 ago. Respawn Entertainment, the guys at Titanfall, they jokingly put an ad out saying that they have a DLC available and it's Optimus Prime. And they had a full trailer for it and everything. I was like, this is too good. I want this. Fucking make this. And it was like April Fool's. I was like, no! it was so perfect too because they have like your pilot in front of it. I'm like, oh my god, like they had the model.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got tricked this year, but I'm going to talk about that the next round. But the last time I got tricked was a couple years back when Skybound Entertainment said they were going to bring fucking Darryl into The Walking Dead. They had a cover of Dwight, and they made the angel wings, but I was like, damn, they got a cover. So maybe Daryl's coming into The Walking Dead for reals in the comics, and they're April Fools. Guns!
He's trying to escape the show. It's getting weird from what I'm hearing.
I'm done.
Yeah, I was done with like the Glenn episode. I was like, eh.
Alright, Keith.
So my first one is gonna be the 501st Legion. So they released like a cosplay like pattern for Swolo. So basically it's his costume and the top is like just topless. So,
This year?
Yeah, this year they released like a pattern for it.
Wow.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah, that was like one of the but yeah, it was one of the things that like like completely stood out.
Make it so, Keith.
Yeah.
Make it so.
Go solo.
Go solo.
I already have the hair.
I'm telling you, do it.
So I don't know if any of you guys have played any of the Witcher games.
I've done the beginning
Of
half
3?
hour.
Of 3? So I think you've seen the scene because it's the intro. There's a scene where it shows Geralt just taking a bath in a thing. So CD Projekt Red came out with a statue of this, obviously fake. But I'm pretty sure people would love it. It's a statue of Geralt just chilling in the bathtub, dude. Just chilling in the bathtub.
They needed an amiibo of it when Witcher 3 comes out on
But the
Switch.
thing is, like, obviously this is coming out as a joke.
Yeah.
This, honestly, like, people would, they'd want it. Like, people will buy this shit.
It's like how people have been loving the whole Praise the Sun thing
Yeah.
of the Dark Souls, and like there's now an amiibo, and it's the Praise the Sun thing. It's like...
But I think that was it's to be paired with the fact that it's coming out for the Switch, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm just saying, like, that pose is iconic, so it's cool that they're...
Yeah, they have that specific hair and that specific...
As I imagined this would also...
Yeah.
Let's go. My next one was on IGN. They've done many, but the one that I think got me was Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
The movie trailer.
Oh, I remember that. Dude, I was like at a computer store and they were playing it on every single computer. And so I was not obviously at home, so I'm thinking like, this is legit. This is fucking legit. And I had to Google it and I'm like, oh, this is from IGN. This is not fucking... Like, I immediately just...
They got the scoop!
Yeah. No, like, it just... As soon as I saw it was IGN, it was the only one that has any info on this, I was like, this is a little fishy. It's a little fishy.
Well, I mean, when the trailer keeps going and he's like taught all this stuff, I was like, this is a weird direction. Really?
See, and I didn't see any of that. Like, it just showed the beginning, and I was like, oh, that's what's
yeah,
and I
yeah.
continued, like, in the store. So I was like...
As a tag on to that one, the Master Chief one made me laugh the hardest. It was like a Bollywood film. It starts off as like, oh my god, they're doing a Master Chief, like, live action. And then all of a sudden... It's so funny.
I got tricked this year.
Dun, dun.
It's a video circulating on Facebook. In-N-Out is introducing the Cali Burger.
I saw that. And that was a big one.
I didn't see this.
So these guys, they're foodies. They make videos about food places, and they said, "Oh yeah, we got this exclusive In-N-Out Cali Burger. It's got avocado and bacon in it." That's what
It's
they
literally
added.
like a double with avocado and bacon.
But the reason why I got tricked because it got released on March 31st. But the fool was it's getting released tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. Wait, is this real?
And the video is really smart. But
it's.
I was able to see it because there's a point where they literally go up to the front and he's like, "Hey, I'd like to order Cali Burger."
Oh shit!
But the thing is, like, the sound is different when he's ordering the Cali Burger. And then it cuts to a different scene. It comes back to that same scene where they're I'm assuming either they explain to the girl or they like did the order and then she's asking like, oh, were they all large? And it's a completely different sound than what it was when you ordered the Cali Burger. I was like, they fucking cut this shit in there.
Damn.
Like,
It got me
they
until
made
one of
shit.
my friends said, like, my friend posted it, and then there was a comment, this is fake, right? It's like false. And damn, the production values is really good.
Yeah,
They
it
got
was
drone
really good.
shots
Yeah.
on it. It's just like
Yeah, dude, they had drone shots of the fucking in and out building or whatever. They did really good. Like, I'm assuming they like ordered doubles, and then like they stuffed it with everything right, and then they like walked out like of the building like, oh, we got him, guys, and like.
Man, I gotta see this.
there's a news article. In and Out is pissed about this video. They're really mad.
Well, because like
Because people
it's
probably
it's
start
not
ordering
their
it.
idea, and it's their brand.
The media.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
God.
I gotta see that one.
So my next one, it's not really like I got tricked, but I wish these were true. IKEA released like special furniture, like a tablet holder for your bathroom, like while you're sitting down, or like laptop rear view mirrors. So I'm like, yeah, these would be nice to have. Like the bathroom one, it was literally like this like little handle thing on the side of your toilet, and it would actually hold your tablet there.
Oh, no.
I was like,
Oh, good.
yeah, I was like, these would be awesome if IKEA really did sell these.
All you gotta do is sit backwards on the toilet,
Done.
and then you have the whole back to.
Perfect.
You just gotta, as a guy, you gotta make sure the wall of the back isn't like flat and there's some give.
And you just gotta make
I
sure.
had a classmault that did that. He's like, he took his laptop with him and he'd sit backwards and.
Couple hours.
Did it. I was like,
Make sure-
I don't know how you do
Trying to
that.
completely empty the bowels, you know?
Just don't turn on the bidet.
Woo!
That was good.
To go off of that one real quick, they had I don't remember the company, but someone had released an app, like it was April Fool's, where it would scan, like it would be like it could be on while you're looking at other stuff. So like if you're just constantly looking at your phone, you're walking, it would beep if someone was in front of you. So it's like beep beep beep, and you're like, oh shit, let me move. And I thought that was pretty funny. And it's similar to like the rearview mirror, you're just like, who's behind me? Who's trying to see me take a shit? But nobody's a wall.
Oh, just a wall.
Snake!
He's like, shit, I got caught. He's like,
Shit!
He's the toilet. He's like, oh fuck. No, mine's gonna be the PlayStation. They had announced a board game, PlayStation the board game. And it's funny because it's like you draw your own trophies, like kind of like draw. What is it? Is it just called Draw? The game where like you would draw like clues and people are trying to figure out where you're drawing. Yeah, like Pictionary. And then it's like 4-player local non-online co-op, and it's funny. And then it's like lots and lots of dice. But the picture, I didn't get a good picture of it. I took screenshots. But that's a box, and then on the bottom it had the board, but it doesn't show it. It did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it looks like the actual
The box looks really good, or the board actually looked really good. I don't know what like it would entail like for you to play as, but I thought it was really cool because you know board games. There's groups that have it as like a big thing, and there's other groups where it's just not their thing.
Yeah.
And for me, it's something that I would like to get into. It's just really not my thing. I can't get really into board games. I don't know. Yeah.
Just haven't done it with the right people.
Probably.
We gotta do an episode sometime. We play board games.
Just D&D, but in board games.
Yeah, I got board games we can play. Mine is I thought it was good because it was so funny, and I remember Blizzard has done a few. But Blizzard did this one, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, you guys gotta correct me if I'm wrong. It was like someone in their living room playing StarCraft, I think. And I think it was motion controls. I don't know, they were like, it was like their TV or so, or no, was it VR?
Player One.
I don't remember what it was. It was like someone was yelling StarCraft stuff and doing like, trying to do motion stuff. And it was like, there was a person on the other end on their computer
Doing the same thing.
trying to do counter, fuck, what was it? I think it was.
It would make sense, StarCraft. I just don't really remember it. If that was a thing, I'll look it up here since you have the timer.
Well, the thing is, StarCraft motion. Yeah. Aside from that one, yeah, it was motion. StarCraft motion overdrive. It was like Connect. They were getting it on the Connect, and this guy's like in a sweatband trying to play. Yeah, that was made me laugh so fucking funny. Yeah.
It was a year or two ago. AMC Grand Theft Auto TV.
Yeah.
And they had the guy from Trevor.
Yeah.
So,
Or Simon, who's in
oh
Longer.
yeah. So this is really it was a really good trailer.
Yeah, I believed it for him especially.
So the prank that I picked as top one this year was I didn't personally get trapped by it, but my sister got it, and I'm guessing a lot more people got it. Was Yelps. So basically, once you try searching with Yelp, it actually shows you that the screen is cracked.
Oh wow!
And then like in the bottom, it just says like cracked screen. That's easy for Yelp, and then it shows you like places where you can get it repaired.
Wow.
And she was panicking, and I was like, and then she's like, as soon as she like calmed down a bit, I was like, oh, it's Yelp's like April Fool's pranks. I was like, top one for me.
Is it like really well done, or can you tell the?
Yeah, it's
crack,
like kind of like just like how usual like cracked displays look.
Yeah,
It's like just webbing.
Oh, okay.
I had an honorable mention just because I don't think it happened to me on April Fool's, but I remember seeing it somewhere being shared jokingly, and I got so behind it so quickly that I feel like I burned other people that saw me post it. It was years ago. They were like, Marvel's acquired Fox, X-Men, and they're gonna finally be able to pull the trigger on all this. And I shared it fucking everywhere. And then like someone like commented way later after all the excitement, they're like, read the last line in the
I
article.
think it was me.
It might have been you.
Well, now you can prove them wrong.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're a visionary.
To be like, see, I was right.
I was right, motherfucker.
Pull up the like this date
Yeah,
on
this day.
Facebook.
Yeah, it probably is somewhere. Yeah.
Ozymandias was right.
I got so disappointed, dejected after.
The whole article was super legit. At the very end, it literally
April
was like April Fool's.
This-
Fuck.
well, this year it's like the Miyazaki ones, with like the sequels for some of their movies, and it's been like circulating around.
Okay. All right, we hit right on the time.
Woo.
So. I don't know why that.
FIFA.
All right, Jane.
Okay.
Is your topic?
Very sleepy because of a game called Fortnite. When was the last time a game got you really hooked? Fortnite is. You know what? I think it's out of my system. I played it for 2 weeks. I think I don't have to play it anymore only because I gotta move on with the stream.
What are the symptoms?
Sleep.
Of the game.
Sacrificing sleep to play more. And it's just like, I'm just like on stream, one more. One more. One more. It didn't feel right. One more.
Okay. I saw, like, today was the first time I actually watched a streamer play Fortnite and, like, not just dismiss it immediately. And it was Ninja. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. I'm waiting till you guys were heading down. So I was like, all right, I'll watch this guy. Maybe I'll have some thoughts on him. And then I watched him play, and he seemed like he's playing at a high level, but sort of casually. It totally reminded me of the Lego movie when they're building and doing things. Because he was just like doing shit. I'm like, how? Like, my eyes are hurting. Like, he's just like building.
Steve. Isn't that his name in the Lego movie?
Yeah.
And they have him just build he just fucking fast builds a rocket.
It reminds me of a puzzle game. The way he builds is just like he outsmarts.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was a clever thing. It was like, how do I approach this problem? And he just
Some guy
scales a wall.
builds a fucking box to protect himself.
He opens the door.
Boom!
That happened.
For him to react like that, I'm just like, holy shit.
Anyway, so I didn't want to go to the streaming thing too much, but yeah, I saw the appeal there, and I installed Fortnite on my computer.
It's fun.
I'm like, I'll give it a try.
It's fun because, like, I haven't played PUBG, but you die, you can immediately jump into the
Yeah, PUBG's the same.
Immediately jump.
It's just it doesn't have the building part. It has the survival and the gun part, and I think there's more people in a round of PUBG than there are in a round of Fortnite.
And the building part makes it more strategic. Like, I don't know how PUBG is, but like, if you're getting shot out in the open, you can immediately build a wall, build a fort,
Sure.
just protect yourself.
The thing though that I started seeing with that game, Aaron, I'll go to my criticism of the game later, but Fortnite it sounds like it's got its hooks in you. Keith, what about you?
The last game I was like hooked on was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I was playing that game wherever and whenever I wanted to. I was playing that on the train, going to work.
On the toilet?
Yeah, on the toilet. I keep myself in the toilet for a good 20 minutes. That way nobody really bothers me. I'll be
do
like,
a Lionel fight here.
yeah, it was like every break time I had at work, I'd be like in the break room
Can't shit my
playing Breath of the Wild. Like, don't talk to me.
So if I go to your profile on my friends list, it'll say like 900 plus hours.
Probably, yeah. Like that's the game on my Switch that I played like so much of.
No, 100%.
Especially like all the shrines.
Oh,
It's like an exploration of that game.
I'm still
this-
trying to do all the Koroks.
Oh my god, I gave up on that. I was like, not worth it.
I went back to it recently and I was like, I never learned how to slide on my shield. Because I realized there's a Korok, I'm like, that's probably the way it wants me to get it. I should figure out how to do this finally, and I've just learned how to do it after playing over 100 plus hours. I'm like, I'm still learning new things. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, that is the game that
Most
recently got me like just hooked. I was like not going out just because I wanted to play it.
You can go out.
You could have went out on the
No. Because people
Hey, what are you guys
would
doing?
like tell me like, hey,
You're playing too much.
you're outside. You gotta like
You're
talk.
like the Switch trailer where the girl brings the Switch to the party. It's like, fuck, it's Jana. She brought her Switch again.
Now we're gonna have to fucking play Mario Kart.
Hey, it's not a problem. My problem. Here.
I've had many games.
Most recent.
Mainly MMOs, but yeah. So most recent was Monster Hunter World.
Mm.
I've
I'm
seen
familiar.
I've seen the hours. So yeah, I mean, I was literally streaming it, and I feel like I was streaming it too much. If that even is like a reality, I don't feel like you can actually stream too much. But I feel like I had to play a certain way while I was streaming. So I would be like, all right, guys, I'm done, and I would like,
Yeah, like,
I would
I'm done.
stop streaming. I'm like, not done, and then I would do everything I really wanted to do by myself. Main things I wouldn't do is like certain achievements, like finding the rare creatures. I did not do that on stream. Like that was literally just me restarting maps over and over and over to try to find these rare creatures that spawned. But yeah, I mean, I would stream like 5 hours, and now in reality I would play about 10 hours. So
Leading a double life. That game, yeah. I need to revisit it. But I gotta say, I think we all know mine.
Yeah.
It's consumed me. I don't know, like I've had it's become like a passive thing. What's funny is I took a good break from it, and I was looking back, and there was a point where all of a sudden I look at my photos and I didn't have screenshots from the game, and then it started showing up again in my photo log, and it was about approximately 5 to 6 months I played no Pokemon, and when I came back to it. I was really pissed off with the game at the time because I look at those screenshots, I'm like, this game was shit for a while, like for a long while, like it was crashing. Gyms there was no intricate systems.
you were taking your screenshots of crashes and stuff like that.
Well, no, just of like, this is what the game looks like. This is me in a gym, and I'm like, man, I totally forgot it was like that. Like there wasn't all these intricate levels of like how to approach the game or different styles of play. And I look at it, and then when I played it 6 months later until now, it's just been an escalation. And what it was like, I'm not even gonna catch it. If I see another fucking Pidgey, I'm not catching it. I'm just only catching new things, whatever. Not gonna do. Now I see something, I'm like, you're Stardust. I need you. Like everything is useful. I'm like, my item box. I need to get. These items are here. I need to maximize on that. This is second priority. I have a spreadsheet. I have 4 sheets on my spreadsheet. I'm like, this is my game that hooked me.
Need 2 raids over here and there.
No, so right now, like, I'm level 40, but I'm like, okay, I'm level 33 and a half on the other one. I wonder if I can hit 40 on that one. Next double XP. I don't know. That's a stretch goal.
Another bet.
You're gonna get shiny Mew. You're gonna get shiny Mew on that one.
Maybe. And I'm already pissed off at it. Because it's got like 2 perfect Pokemon on there. I'm like, this piece of shit. Fuck you. And I'm like, I'm angry at myself. But I like it. I like the second account because it's the enforcer. It's like, it doesn't care about Pokedex. It's just there to fuck shit up. And I'm like, it's cool. It's got this dynamic. You're the main character, my main account.
And then it's red. Your
Yeah.
rival.
Yeah.
Your other account.
but now I'm doing gym control and I'm getting involved in the community, so I like that. But did you guys have honorable mentions?
I mean, recent? No.
Monster Hunter.
I feel like we'll get into it with your topic.
Yeah. Well, I'd say one that has had the long-lasting mark of a hook
The claws.
was Nier Automata.
Mm.
Like, I think about the music a lot. I think about, like, just not even, doing things in it, just running in that game. Like, I think about that a
To
lot.
Me, honestly, playing it was a chore. My
Piece
thought
of
was...
shit. No,
Yeah,
okay.
seriously. I do feel bad. It just wasn't my game.
That's fine.
I literally played it to platinum it because it was borrowed, and I fucking ran through it as fast as I could.
But I thought you liked the later part, like not the first. I totally understand the first
I like the
playthrough.
story, but the
Gameplay.
Yeah, the
I
gameplay.
see.
It never grabbed me.
Okay.
And so it was a chore to play.
Yeah. It left an impression on me. I didn't particularly love the gameplay, but it was just like I can see it in my sleep. Like when you play Tetris too much and you see it.
You mean you see Android in your
Yeah. In a maid's outfit. Yeah. So that game had the music though I loved.
Yeah.
Everything, just the world of it was engrossing. Like I think about Breath of the Wild would have a similar impact if I put a little bit more time into it. So. Yeah. All right. That was a nice trip down memory lane. Oops.
Can we have repeats on yours?
On mine? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so my topic.
Alright. It's literally gonna be one game for me.
Final topic. I saw this article on Kotaku. Let me put the timer going. Let me see what it was. It was like there's 16 types of games. And it was interesting because it kind of had categories for them. Kirk Hamilton wrote it. I like a lot of his articles. They're pretty interesting perspectives on things. But he's like, there's all these different types of games. It's like they fit a certain thing. It's like, oh, this is my workout music. This is my this. But he has that for games. So I wanted to just go through a list of what you guys, off the top of your head, if you don't have it prepared, what would fit this category for you, either most recently or at some point in your life. All right?
Alright.
So I'll go the game, and then we'll go around the room on that game, and then we'll go to the next type of game.
Okay.
The mainstay, the main game. So this is the one you keep kind of going back to. What would it be?
Monster Hunter World. Even though it's not my game. I don't play it.
So yes, but no.
Every day. But it would be Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
I mean, because overall I put the most time in. I don't think
Do you want to just say Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter. Yeah. Monster Hunter.
Okay. I feel like that's a good point, because it's no matter what, there's always a point where you're like, I want to play some Monster Hunter. Okay, Keith.
Monster Hunter World.
Will it work?
I thought so. I was guessing that for you, or Diablo?
I'm playing that shit right now.
Really?
I'm back on it, so that's why a lot of these are gonna be like,
Blizzard.
damn it. I literally was about to quit again, and then I was like, I'm gonna try a different route, and I'm fucking up again. Fucking shit.
I'd say the mainstay, Monster Hunter, just as a whole. Because I think back, I'm like, every year now, I'm playing some Monster Hunter game for a good chunk of that year. Alright, the Time Waster. This is the one kind of you just fill a little bit of time every now and again.
Fucking Fortnite.
Soon to be out, it's on iOS.
I'm gonna stop playing it.
I wonder if I've been seeing more every coffee shop I go into now, there's at least one person playing either PUBG or Fortnite on their phone.
Okay, I might play it once a week.
Me, it's this mobile game called White Island.
Okay.
It's a little bit like those old school point and click,
You're
mystery.
streaming? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Mist.
Yeah, kind of like those. There's a storyline, trying to find clues and to progress the story.
Okay.
Cool.
Time waster.
Yeah, totally.
Right now, my current time waster, I would say, is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I just don't want to play anything else and really want to sit in bed,
Yeah.
I can do that because it's a handheld. So yeah.
Take a shit too.
I don't do that.
Pro tip.
Poop particles. There's locations I don't take it into.
For me, it's Words with Friends. I tend to always wait a few days and I'll have a few games. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just jump in real quick, play these rounds.
As long as you don't cheat.
I don't cheat.
Good.
My mom does. She's straight up honest about it. She's like, I learned new words by cheating. She's like, I didn't know this was a word. Now I do, and it's 30 points.
Does your mom watch the podcast?
No.
You're just like
She's
calling her
She's
out.
actually our
Like,
first
she's
review.
cute.
This is our first review
First,
on
She's
iTunes.
like,
So,
okay,
hi
so-
mom. Yeah. I know what you do. Alright, the fave. This could be a classic game. This could be a game you return to, like Half-Life or GoldenEye or N64 Smash. I don't know, just...
it's not my fave, but it's the one that I will replay because of the stream, The Last of Us.
There's a different one for that.
Well, Final Fantasy VI it is. It's good.
Okay. Yeah. Final Fantasy 6. That's the one that you've gotten me most enticed to play out of all the Final Fantasies. Is the way from what you've described of it. That's the one with Kefka, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For me, it's the Mega Man series.
Okay.
Especially now, like they're releasing both collections over the Switch. I'm definitely getting that. Definitely playing it.
Oh my god, dude.
World of Warcraft.
I mean, that's a game that I will always fall back onto. Like, there are moments where I don't play games and my thoughts just like, I should just play a little bit of Warcraft. And literally pay $15 a month and start all over again. Well, you don't start all over again, but pick up where I left off and get hooked in and stuff. But I would have to say a series, Monster Hunter. That's something I always gone back to.
Okay.
Every new, and I've even gone back to previous games, even with the newer versions come out, just because it has certain monsters that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
Raja.
yeah, I would have to say Monster Hunter would be the fave.
Mine is the main Pokemon series. I always like revisiting it. Like even if they remake Red and Blue again, I'll play it again. Just because it's so it's familiar territory, but it's like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Or just even playing like the old school like the Game Boy Advance versions or the Game Boy Color versions. It's always fun going back.
Yeah.
All right, next one, The Traveler. This one could be a game you play on the go. Switch kind of makes a lot of these qualify, so I might hear some familiar ones. What's The Traveler for you guys?
Monster Hunter Freedom Unite.
Me, it's the Vita game called Gundam Breaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
It's
What-
pretty fun because you basically collect. It's like kind of like Armored Core but with Gundams.
Okay.
Oh.
Mine would be Monster Hunter as well. It's literally the only game I've ever taken outside and played outside. Like, I'm not taking my Switch outside to play. I'm not taking my Vita ever, or my PSP. I have only taken my
Meat
3DS
sandwiches lies.
with Monster Hunter. Well, Monster Hunter was on PSP, so it was.
You said no. I never took my PSP.
Well, the only reason I took it out was because of Monster Hunter. Like, that game was the only reason I
You decide.
Monster Hunter is my travel game.
I would have thought for yours it would have been Celeste for recently.
Oh, if it was recent, yeah. But
No,
it would be Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Monster Hunter overall, but recently the one I had a fond memory of playing on the go was SteamWorld Dig 2. I played a lot of that on travel. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a nice little world to go to.
Yeah.
But do my thing. All right, next one. So this is the social game you play, but only in online.
Yeah.
Jackbox?
Online? How do you do that?
Do your phone.
Oh, you give the so that's what you
on
did on your
streaming.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack.
How did that work?
He's
that's
cheating
cool.
though because the game isn't technically online.
I mean,
He's-
he's
It
making
is.
it online.
He's making it online.
Yeah.
Taking matters into his own hand.
I mean, normally you play with people physically in your
Right.
room, but you're streaming it, therefore you're making it online. Cheater.
It's a good one. It's creative. Thinking outside the box. That Jack has.
Me, it's Monster Hunter World. Truth be told, I only talk to you guys mostly when we're playing.
Yeah, it's
So,
been nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's good.
It's been nice. Hey, are you I see for example, Kurosh online. I'll be like, join party.
Yeah, it's just like hopping into a public chat. It's like, hey, yeah, we have room for one more. Let's just finish up this. And we're playing. And one of my favorite things has been like when we've been playing Monster Hunter World is, oh shit, you guys should have seen it from my point of view. Share screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
Those are like some of my favorite parts. So.
Yeah, mine. For friends at this point, it would be Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't have. The reason I got into World of Warcraft was because of friends, but they have all passed on from that, and I've not seen them on the game, so I don't have that for social.
Okay.
It is online. I talk to other people to get groups going, but they're not people I know in real life.
Yeah.
So Monster Hunter would be the friends one.
Yeah, for me, like, I was gonna think, like, games that besides Monster Hunter World, Destiny was a big one, the first one.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of random people. And that was cool in its own way, but
I mean,
I was not having, like, recurring friendships with a lot of these
exactly.
people. It was
That's
just like,
how
hey,
it is.
we're all here for the same thing, let's just get this shit done. We can have a good time doing it,
Yeah.
but...
Exactly how World of Warcraft is.
Yeah.
I mean, you just do one group, that's it, and then when you do that again the next day, it's a different group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is social, but local.
Funnest experience, multiplayer local. WarioWare for the GameCube. It's fucking fun. There's this game mode, I don't even know what it's called, but it's with turtles. And every time you fuck up, or if you win the game or the mini game, you give everyone a turtle. If you lose, you get a turtle. And you have to balance on the turtles. It's fun.
And the more turtles you have, the harder it is to balance.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
It's super fun.
Nice.
For me, it's the Jackbox games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like just having people over and like just playing that. Anybody can play it. You don't need a lot of controllers.
You just have phones, yeah.
Yeah, and then anybody can like play it mainly because the instructions are usually just simple.
Yeah, yeah. And I like the player count too. There's always like, oh, this is 4-player game, this is 2-player game. No, this is like 8+ on some of the games. The only thing that I think you touched on, Jang, was it really kind of like when you play a variety of them, it really boils down to like 1 or 2 of the games in a given Jackbox. Yeah. And that's kind of frustrating. I wish I could be like, instead of giving me like Jackbox 4 or 5 or whatever, just let me pick like a la carte. All the ones I want, and that's my Jackbox. That'd be cool.
What's weird, I think Quiplash you can buy separately.
Really?
Just Quiplash by itself.
Shit.
Yeah.
The one I like besides the Trivia Murder one is
Fibbage.
Fibbage, yeah. That one's a good one. Okay.
So I still have the local.
Okay.
My local Smash Bros. Like I've gone to like Addison's house.
Get
And,
wrecked.
yeah,
He's so good.
He's oh my god.
And he's
Mario,
like the series?
This fucking Mario, dude.
He's fucking
He's
good.
mastered the down smash. So you're just like you're off the edge and you're trying to like fight him, and he just boom and you're just straight down
Even if
off
you
the edge.
able to come back up, he's throwing fireballs.
Yeah,
Peppering
I
you.
fucking
You can't
hate
get
him.
to the left.
I fucking hate him. But he's the one guy I can't beat. Like he's just like he's mastered that down smash, and if he just throws me off the edge, I'm fucked. I can't get back there. But Smash Bros. Like any of my friends, like that's a game that's like let's argument. Smash. We'll cover this. You know, like it's just what it is. That's my local.
For me, I like the Smash Bros, and I love Jackbox. Those are like mainstays. But I think I'm gonna go with. What one was it? I'm just gonna go with Mario Kart. Mario Kart's always like, no matter what, like I know some friends that aren't too good at it, but it makes up for that for them in the gameplay by giving them the coolest items. They're always like the bullet bill or the star or the infinite mushroom.
I know friends that have to carry their whole team and they get really nervous.
Yeah. Sometimes it's going short. Yeah. But yeah, I love Mario Kart's always a classic.
It is.
It's like it's there. Smash that and GoldenEye were like the local games for me.
My like I have like I said, it's pretty much Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Smash.
Okay.
Those are mine. And all Nintendo, they do such a good job with
They
Party.
do a fantastic job. All right, next one I'm curious because I couldn't really think of one immediately, and I want to brainstorm with you guys. It's the Newsmaker. This is the game you don't necessarily like to play, but you like reading articles about when you see news about it. So.
I always read like top 10 lists, and this game is always on it. It's actually Hironobu Sakaguchi's favorite Final Fantasy. The father of Final Fantasy. The guy who created Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 9. I've never played it, but I've always wanted to play it.
Is that the one with Leon?
No, that's 8.
Yeah.
Squall.
Oh, 9 is the kid. The
9 is
chibi looking.
Zidane.
Yeah.
I've owned
Did I
2
pronounce that correctly?
copies
I'm
of
not
it.
sure.
I've only
I've
heard
not played it.
good things, best Final Fantasy, and I just
I gotta play
read
it.
about it and never play
It's
it.
the Vita.
I have 2 copies of it. One on my PC and one on PS4.
I have it on my Vita, never I haven't even touched it yet.
Exact same.
It's like installed in there.
What's
about
your,
you?
what's your name?
For me, it's PUBG and Fortnite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Always watched it. I watched videos about it. Never really got to playing it.
Okay.
Mine's exactly the same. It's those 2 games. Like, I mean, more recently it's been Fortnite. I don't like. I mean, I've played it. I don't play it like exclusively. My little sister plays it. She's level like 45 or something like
There's
that.
a level in it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
seasons too.
Like,
It
like
resets.
every
For
season,
Fortnite?
it goes from 1 to
there's,
100.
there's dailies, there's weeklies.
What happened to the level?
Each level, it's not like a level of. So the level is like how much, like obviously, like you've played, and it unlocks like items for you, like usually exclusive. If you don't pay, it's every like couple of every 10 levels you get something.
This will make you play Fortnite. Guess there's a fucking John Wick skin on the fucking.
I heard about that.
So
It's funny because
I heard a term. He's like, it's John Wick's come for me or something.
so if someone has a John Wick skin, you know they're fucking good. I have never faced. It's an inside joke within our friends. I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get fucking. Red.
So
It's John
the
Wick.
reason why is
So
this
that's
current
right.
season, they have there's like a free thing, and then there's a season pass. Season pass is literally like it unlocks like a second tier, and every time you level up, you will get something out of that. Level 100, which is the max, will get you the John Wick item.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that management that told us that if we ever see some people in the resident business center or the gym, that we will tell them that at 10 o'clock this place closed at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
No problem, because this is the first time, if you're gonna,
Okay.
by 30 minutes you'll be gone, it's not gonna be.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Okay.
works.
Okay?
Thank
Cool.
No
Thanks.
problem.
Thanks.
So.
So, did you do that, Fitz?
we're getting kicked out for good now. No, not right now, but we're gonna have a 10 o'clock
Yeah.
cutoff time now. Anyways, so yeah, level 100 in that one gives us the John Wick. So that's why. So pretty much you max out the level for this season, and it gives you that that skin. So that's why. But yeah, Fortnite's for my current one. I don't play it. I just watch people play it. Yeah.
For
And
me,
others, yeah.
see, I've the next one's gonna kind of overlap with this one, I think. But for me, the news one is got to be Destiny 2. I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah.
I've kind of like waned off of it, just because it's going through a lot of the same challenges the first one has gone through, and it's like, it was okay once. I don't know if I want to go through that again. So I'm taking a break. Like, if it gets better, I'll come back to it. But hearing about the changes it goes through and the patches it gets, because it's like an ongoing kind of games for service, is kind of interesting. And hearing a lot of the behind the scenes, hearing what they're getting pressured to do, hearing what they're changing game wise and trying to make up for. I'm always curious about like what's going on, because like if you look at the streaming aspect of it, all of the major streamers, like it used to be in the top, is like barely a fraction of what the streaming for it was, and streamers were a big part of the community for that. So like seeing that departure, like what is left of the game, like how does it stand?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, like seeing all the different things about it. So.
And I don't know how like Destiny manages their community, but Fortnite does the best job ever.
Yeah.
Like when they say, "Oh, something's down. Oh, we're working on it." Even if that's a fucking lie, on Facebook they'll update. "Oh yeah, we know there's problems with this matchmaking. We're working on it right now." Or they're so
They're all
fucking transparent, dude.
That's good.
Fuck, dude. I've
Hopefully
never seen any game company act like that. Like,
Okay, so the next one is spectator sport. So this is one you don't necessarily like to play, but you like to watch.
Street Fighter 5.
And it does say newsmaker can also be a spectator sport.
Yeah,
So
that's why I figured it'd overlap.
yeah.
High level Street Fighter 5.
For me, it's any rhythm game in the arcades. I love watching them.
Yeah.
Like,
The drum.
the drum mania.
Oh my God, yeah,
Like
the
those
drum
guys are just so good. And it was like, I can never do that. It's amazing. I'll just watch you.
Mine is Fortnite, PUBG, or League of Legends. I'm bad. I feel like I'm bad at those games, and I don't want to spend the time to be really good at it. But I enjoy watching people at a high level play those games.
Okay. For me, it's Street Fighter V. I recently watched the NorCal tournament.
Tokido!
And like, it's fun because I see.
Is that the one where they use a shit ton of Abigail?
Yeah. Well, it was right before. So there was a patch just announced, and they said that Abigail got nerfed greatly after it. And this was after this tournament. But he was like, every time someone was fighting Abigail, it was just like you're fighting an OP character. But it was fun watching it because there was some guy picked one of the characters, and it was his main, the one with the dreadlocks.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a wolf. And it was literally like I was watching Hulk versus Wolverine. Because the way the characters were, I was like, oh, fuck.
He used the Halloween wolf costume.
Yeah.
I saw that one, yeah.
And like, it's fun because I'm not only watching the fight of the characters and the dynamic and the strategies they have from, but seeing these personalities of the fighters, I feel like I'm invested in them much like I would be in a pro wrestler. And I like that because I'm like, okay, this guy, he's lost, he started his first year fantastic. Now he's in the slum and he's trying to find himself. Or another guy's like, he's a veteran and now he's finally on the rise. Or Daigo, who's just fucking always there and just, he's Daigo.
Yeah.
I love that. So always watching Street Fighter tournaments is like one of my favorite things lately. Or it's been something that I just keep coming back to, I should say. Alright. Next one, Ego Boost. This one's something like you just go to because you know you can get some games in. I don't know. I can't think of one too much.
We talked about Soul Calibur 2 and Tetris. I'm really good at both.
Okay.
Like I've only got beaten once in Tetris by one person. Every person I faced against on Tetris, I've destroyed.
Let's go.
I have destroyed.
Puyo Tetris.
See, I haven't played Puyo.
We don't have to pick Puyo. We just
Okay.
both pick Tetris and we're
Tetris.
playing Tetris. We gotta match it up.
For me, this is Tekken.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only fighting game that I really got good at.
Which character is your
I
preferred?
usually do Jin. I started using Miguel from 6.
Okay. Is King the pro wrestler?
Yeah.
I like King.
Mine, I'm going to go a weird route because I don't actually go back to this game. But generally it's just like a shooter in general. Specifically like the Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 1, 2. I've always been like, or I've always felt like I've always been like above average in those games. So just picking it up right away and, I'll be like top 5 in the scoreboard and it's always like, I haven't lost the touch, and that's always feels good to play those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, for me, I feel pretty good every time I go back to Tetris.
So
Hey,
challenge accepted.
Puyo.
What's your rank on
Tetris.
Facebook Tetris?
Do you play that? I don't play any Facebook games.
I haven't played Mafia Wars.
It's really addicting. Don't ever play Facebook Tetris because
Really?
it ranks you up. It gets super addicting.
So what rank are you?
I don't even remember. I'm really
Not
bad.
top 10 though.
No,
No.
dude. Have you
Not-
seen
not
really,
rank 26.
really good people? Okay, really good people that build in Tetris build from the side, and that's so weird to me.
I can't do that.
T-block spin. Can you do that?
No.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
got
we're
me.
on the same. No, we're on the same level. If you could do T-spins, I'd be like, oh shit, he's got me. Besides that, I'd say I had it. I had it, and it's gone. Okay. Next one, the podcaster. You play this game kind of like a background, just to like you catch up on YouTube or podcasts or shows while you play it.
It would have been Fortnite, but I'm gonna say Monster Hunter World.
Persona 5. Or actually any Persona game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grinding part, like you can do
Oh.
other things while you're doing it.
Okay.
World of Warcraft.
Okay.
It's just monotonous, and I will put on people's streams and just watch while I'm doing monotonous shit.
Okay. Monster Hunter for me. I can if I'm in a group hunt, it's pretty easy to
Just
just.
blindly kill the shit in this
I'm
one.
just like, alright, just get in there.
Just keep on hitting
heal,
it.
heal, kill, whatever.
All attack boost, just X.
The bad habit. You don't like it, but you can't quit playing it. So you let yourself become addicted.
It was Fortnite. I did a stream on a work day 9-hour stream.
9 hours?
So I went from like 8 to like 3. Wait, that's not 9 hours. How many? That's still a shit.
You just
ton.
went late.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
7
On a
hours.
work day, and it was a weekday as well, so you're going back the next day.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
never talk about it.
legendaries come out
Because of
I'm like,
Venusaur.
damn it, I'm back. And then like now the story mode. That's why I was like asking you earlier. I was like, is it easy?
It's also
Because
getting.
I'd probably be back.
It's getting the two, the blue and the red legendary birds, no?
Oh, so this is what it has. It's got the Mew quest, which later they said, like, I can see now when I look at my special quest, there's two types of research. There's special, which is tied to, like, Mew or another mythical Pokemon like Celebi or Jirachi later on, hopefully. And then there's field research. As long as you complete one field research a day, you can do, you can hold up to 3 at a time, and you get them by spinning Pokestops. And given, like, if I go to a Pokestop here, and it gives me a certain field research, like catch 10 Pokemon, I'll tell you that one gave me that, and you would get the same quest from that Pokestop. So like we kind of crowdsource that. But then every day it changes to a different quest. Anyway, so you do at least one quest a day and you redeem it, you fill out a stamp. And if you do 7 stamps, and you can only get 1 stamp a day. So on the 7th day when you redeem it, you get like a big package. You're like, oh, you've redeemed 7 days worth, here's a big reward for you. And today was my 7th day, and it was Moltres. So they're offering another way of getting legendary Pokemon to people, A, who came into the game later, or B, who don't have enough people to have been able to do raids. And the Pokemon won't run. So Moltres was there.
Yeah.
I'm using my own Pokeballs, my own items, whereas normally in a raid, you're given a pre-described amount of Pokeballs or items, and you have to use what they give you. If you don't, it goes away. Someone online said that they threw 34 Pokeballs at it, trying to see if it would run. On the 34th, it finally caught them. So, I'm thinking this is how they're going to bring back old legendary Pokemon.
How hard is it to get to? How hard is it to get to 7 or?
You just do one quest a day. So
Okay. So it takes 7 days.
you have to, you can do it once every 7 days, whatever it is. I don't know next 7 days if it's going to be a different one, or maybe next month it'll be a different. I don't know what they're going to do, but
I'm back, baby. God damn it.
Kevin Chang is back, baby. World of Warcraft. Wait, what?
bad habit.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. It's fucking bad.
For me, I'm gonna say not current Pokemon Go, but old Pokemon Go, like OG Pokemon, like when it was just frustrating and bad. It's changed a lot. The guilty pleasure. Sometimes you just like a game even though it's not good, even though reviews are bad, even though people say it's crap. You still have fun.
Ghostbusters, the video game.
Oh shit!
I love Ghostbusters, but that game is pretty bad. Pretty bad.
That's a good one.
Me, anything in the Assassin's Creed series, like people hate on it. I just love the game, so
Because you're an assassin, you're
Yeah.
fucking ninja, dude.
Yeah. Real
I
life.
live it.
The AR experience.
Yeah.
The guilty pleasure.
This is tough.
What's a bad game that I go back to?
Oh, I know mine.
You skip me for now.
Okay. It's never great, but it's always just fun to go into.
Wrestling?
Yeah, WWE. Hey, there's just so much. I love making characters. I just make myself and friends and people, and just
Teachers.
teachers. And like
Just to beat 'em up.
I tried showing my friends, and we played. None of us knew the controls, and I never. After WCW NW Revenge on the N64, I stopped. All the controls were too daunting. It's like do 18 different things to do this grapple from the corner, from the rope. Oh, fuck, I don't remember. So we just try to figure out the controls. We button mash and we do whatever, and it's always I love it. Like someone was trying to pick up a ladder to do a TLC match, like grab the championship belt, and somehow they couldn't pick up the ladder, but the game glitched and the ladder was stuck to her foot. So she was just walking around trying to pick it up, and it was just following her. Yeah.
Oh, I still don't have one, man. There was a game on Steam. I still currently play it. I just can't remember the name. It's like Mad Gods or Madness of the Gods.
Oh.
It's literally like like a it's a free to play game. It is kind of like a shoot 'em up. Like it's not a shoot 'em up. It's like a top down view of a character, and you can choose any character, and it's literally like you have one life. Like you play the entire game and it's one life, but you can easily die.
Okay.
Like you.
Ninja Gaiden.
It's similar to that, but the thing is, like, well, you have like you can restart the game as many times as you want,
Okay.
but you have to start all over from fresh. Like you literally have nothing.
Okay.
As you level on, you get like special storage that saves items. So if you die, you keep those items. So you're like, oh, I found a really good one for like another character I would like to start. So you like save that sword or save that wand. But it's just like there's no end to the game. Like you literally just
Keep going.
play it, die, and you start all over again. Play it, die, and you like I've never gotten to the end of this game. But I would just occasionally pick it up, and it's not like there's nothing to it. Like it's just like a dumb like there's like no ending, no nothing to it.
I'm gonna change mine, but Big Buck Hunter. I don't know why I love this game.
Do you have like on any console? Or
No,
do you mean,
I just every time I go to an arcade,
me too.
I go get $20 worth of quarters. I'm like,
I don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
sit here.
I'll play like $5.
Dude.
Well, if it's a barcade, I just like I'm drinking, so I'm just playing.
Just go to like round 1. It's a 1 hour, $10.
Yeah.
Play all
They have
the
like the
game.
deluxe version
Yeah.
too. All right, we gotta speed through these last ones. Palate cleanser. This one's kind of gives you a break from the mainstay of things.
Animal Crossing. I'm going to start doing a weekly stream, Animal Crossing on Sundays. Just chill and play Animal Crossing and chill.
You should wear overalls and like a farm hat.
I just know.
For me, any Telltale games.
Yeah.
Like that's
Season 2.
Mhm.
You can go with yours real quick. I'm thinking. I'm reading like what it says.
Okay. For me, the last two I can think of are Inside and SteamWorld Dig 2. SteamWorld Dig 2 was just like, I can just chill, enjoy it, and like, it just was a nice break from like trying to like achieve something. I was like, and I ended up trying to achieve something, but it just felt relaxing doing it. So I was like, I don't want to think about like heavy hitter games or like big games or like games that are being nominated. I was just like, this is a good time.
Mine would have to be Street Fighter V. It's one that like I've been playing to get like the costumes, but I'll stay on it just because it's like it's something very simple and it's different from what I've been streaming, what I don't really play. So yeah, mine would be Street Fighter V.
The second job.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 100%. Took way too longer than I thought.
I honestly don't have anything in this category.
Okay.
Mine would have to be San Andreas as well.
You're on
I'm
it?
Streaming it. And then this guy's busting out lies that I'm 100% it.
People are excited. Hey, come on, he's gonna 100% it.
Yeah, so never said it. And this guy's always like,
I think you just said it. We're gonna edit out the not when you say it. For me, reaching level 40.
oh,
that was an undertaking.
Pokemon Go.
The mountaintop. Occasionally you want a challenge, you go for this. Like Neo, Bloodborne, those can be some.
Celeste. I suck at hardcore platformers, and I love it. Even though it's super hard. Actually, Ninja Gaiden. Scratch it. Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 365.
For me, this is like old school Mega Man.
Okay, yeah, classics.
I don't have anything specific. Normally, I bounce this off of Jang. Like when he tells me that like one game is tough, I will challenge it.
Uncharted.
I will try it.
You did the
yeah,
brutal.
exactly. So like, there's Uncharted. I mean, San Andreas is one of them. He said like,
Okay.
I mean, my idea was never the 100% it, but like he said like driving school, flying school.
Do certain things in it.
Certain things in it, and
So you're
I
saying
did,
you're 100%. That's what you're saying. You're saying
I'm going and editing this to take
there's like
it.
2 more hard parts.
Here first.
I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm saying like it's monotonous because those parts that I don't want to do are the parts I don't, because they just take forever. It's just literally driving around to get the same shit over and over. Don't want it.
For me, the mountaintop. I don't want to keep saying Pokemon Go. I'm trying to
But
think
it
of
is,
something.
dude.
That was
Getting new, shiny new.
no, that was
Collecting
that was
all
nothing
the
compared.
Pokemon.
Huh?
Collecting all the Pokemon.
That's I need to travel for that. Like I
Mountaintop.
need to go to Europe. I need to go to India. I need to aside from Pokemon Go and the mountaintop, I'd say closest one was one. Okay, I got 2. I'm gonna slash this. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. getting all the challenges was like a huge undertaking for me. And then the other one, which is currently in progress, is Street Fighter V. Like I'm legitimately doing casual matchups, and I went from nights where I was getting just wrecked, match after match after match, and after like 3 or 4 matches, I'm like, I can't take anymore. This is demoralizing. Now, if I lose, I do a good chunk of damage. I'm like, I almost had you. I know what you did though. I can't execute that. Or there'll be matches where I'm like, this guy, like he comes at me. I'm like, I know he's gonna come at me, so I'm just gonna throw him. If he doesn't learn, I'm gonna just keep throwing him, and I keep throwing him, and then he finally learns. I'm like, all right, now I'm just gonna sweep him. He's gonna expect the throw, and I see him go for it. I'm like, this is how Street Fighter guys think, but like 18 steps further. I'm like, this is so cool. Then maybe someday.
I get so much shit for this on stream. Mass Effect, fucking, I will play Mass Effect. Alright, I will play Mass Effect this year. I said it on the stream. That could be December.
You're fucking up, dude.
Me, it's either Horizon or Nier. Always wanted to play it, just never had the time for it.
Going off of exactly what this says, you will never play it, and that's fine. Knack.
How about Knack 2?
But a more recent one that I picked up, I mean, I'm not going to pick up Knack 2. A more recent that I picked up and I have not touched yet, and it's been like a little over a month probably, Mario Odyssey. I have not touched it yet.
You're not gonna?
No, I probably will. That's not part of like the actual what this means. But Knack, that is sealed, and it's probably going to stay sealed. Just out of the fact that it's sealed still. I mean, it's gone this long, might as well just stay there. Actually, got it for free already. I think it came out free on the. I don't even need to open the game. Perfect.
The two that I really do want to play and the real two I want to finish, not just play, The Witcher 3
You're meaning to get back to it.
and Persona 5. I finished a dungeon in Persona 5, and I feel like that's just the tutorial or the palace. And then Witcher, I can just never get past like the first hour. Like I don't know, like it just I need to just sink into it. So. All right, that one I used up all of your guys' spare time.
I know,
to do.
seriously, motherfucker. You put 20-minute timer in there.
We have a special guest. Come on.
Yeah, you have a special guest. He told
Yes.
us.
Next time we gotta give this much time now. Where can people find you, Keith? If you,
It's gonna be on Instagram. It's xcos XTH_COS.
Because other things got stolen.
Yeah, because the other one got stolen.
And you can find me at Cold Marmalade on all social media.
At The Last Bosses everywhere.
at Yelp Prank for me, and you can find us all at the Weekly DLC. Keith, thank you for joining us on this special episode. Fans should stay tuned because he'll be on this week as well in the spoiler cast, which we'll be recording right after this. Hopefully the security guard doesn't come back. Unless he wants to be... Do we have another mic? Maybe we can... Until next time, we will...
DLCU later.
Hey!
I wanted to kind of add him in there, and I'm glad he caught on to that.